Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their quarterback who's in his 17th season now in the NFL, an 8-time Pro Bowler to boot. It's Phillip Rivers.
Well, he started his season the way that everyone wants to start their season, with an absolute bang. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Let's see where he goes from here.
Set the bar high. Week 2, we'll see what he can do. On 1st and 10, Rivers. That's caught by Howard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Rivers to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. So now the second drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. Second and 10 coming up. Throwing on second down. Rivers. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Working out of the gun, Rivers. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Andy Leon to kick it away. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And now here's a man who punted collegially in this stadium for the Pitt Panthers, Andy Lee, to kick it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 16. 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So here are the Steelers to take over on offense. They're looking to bounce back following the loss to the Giants last week. And they do lead here right now, and they've got the football obviously as well, 1st and 10. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier.
Here we go.
Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they're going to have this way down deep in Denver territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
The Steelers were last in the NFL in red zone touchdown percentage a season ago, down around 35%. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie, the first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a 1st down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a 1st down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 1st downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Rivers. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Rivers, that is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it'll be second and goal. To the air again here, Rivers. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His first career sack.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. From the gun, Rivers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be fourth down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So out comes Justin Rohrwasser in the field goal unit. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. It's the correct call.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin our tour up at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Ryan Fitzpatrick, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. From there, let's head to Philly to see what's happening with the Eagles. And you can see there, it's the visiting L.A. Rams who had the lead in that one. Hunter Renfrow, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's get to the Windy City, see what's happening with the Bears at home at Soldier Field. And at the half, they are down to the visiting New York Giants. Dak Prescott lighting it up. He's got 3 touchdown passes. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. A good throw here, finding Pascal. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and it'll be second and very short.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it'll bring up third down. Now Rivers. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. They run. Robinson. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Again, it's Robinson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Rivers from the gun on third down. And he finds Howard, complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
On first down, it's Robinson. Down to the 25. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Off the play fake here, Rivers. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point, and what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue, not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On the toss, here's Robinson. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Good job there defensively to push them back on first down. I'm not sure if this is 4-down territory or not because they can kick the field goal and get it back within a score. But you know that's not what they're thinking right now. A field goal has to be their last option.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll run again here with Robinson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, two-score game, second half, you're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
And not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
Third and goal for Rivers. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Rohrwasser's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He'll rifle, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Steeler football, and they have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And that will extend their lead here to 17-6. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver's offense ready to go again. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Rivers now to throw on 1st down. That's into the hands of Pascal. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Rivers on 3rd and 2. He finds his tight end Howard. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. Again, it's Rivers. Throws this one right side to Pascal. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. Rivers on first down. Sets up the screen to Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, Rivers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On the draw, Robinson. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run it now with Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, I know a defensive coordinator is going to be pretty excited by what he just saw there. Great knockback by their front. And now with the ball where it is, I would expect to see the offense throw the ball on 2nd and 3rd down here.
3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. On 2nd down now, it's Robinson. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. He's back to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So the deficit now 3 after the huge conversion, but they need to get the football back.
So this is where special teams really comes into play, because getting the ball back, it starts with this next kickoff. How do they get downfield? Either jar it loose or get the ball back themselves. That's going to be key for them.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Steelers ready for their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. That one looks like he'll throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Looking to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And sensing the momentum maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Now a fair catch taken, maybe a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. Rivers gets set to lead this offense. Down by a field goal, a little over a minute and a half remaining. Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Rivers has been through this many times as he'll hustle his guys to the line. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Here we go. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. He's going to drop this underneath for Robinson, and he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely to take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That can give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it, because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward. And it actually is an extra hurt for the team that loses, because normally you shake it off. But in this situation, it lingers a little bit longer.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. It'll be a gain of 17 and a Pittsburgh first. Well, good start for him under center here in overtime. Now 3 of 3.
And this is where you have to know who you have playing quarterback. You've got a confident thrower right now, someone who's taking care of the ball, but not being timid as well, and is moving the team downfield. That opens up your playbook and allows you to dial up some big shots if you want them.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking middle, and that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. 7 yards there and a first down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5. They've had some success here in overtime of this opening drive running the football right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
His kick is indeed good, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, we thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goes from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.